You spend a full month being careful. You skip the nice dinners, you track your budget, and you check your banking app on the 31st, only to see $42 sitting in your savings. Maybe 60 if it was a good week. Then you log online and see someone casually mention they put away 10 grand last year. It makes you want to throw your phone across the room. But here is the strange reality. That person probably isn't lying to you, and they might not even be making that much more money than you are. What's actually happening is a structural reality of money. Saving your first $1,000 is mathematically, scientifically, and psychologically harder to pull off than saving the next $10,000. Struggling to build that initial cushion is not a failure of your personal willpower. You are fighting against invisible, deeply ingrained systems designed to keep a bank account hovering exactly at zero. Let's look at the actual numbers, starting with a pretty average take-home pay of $2,500 a month after taxes. Right away, the mandatory costs hit. $1,100 goes to rent, $300 to a car payment. Add groceries, utilities, and a phone bill, and $2,000 is gone. You are operating with about $500 of actual breathing room. But that remaining margin has to cover gas, a birthday gift, a random prescription, and anything else life throws at you. In reality, you're trying to carve out maybe $100 of actual savings. At $100 a month, it takes 10 full months of absolute flawless financial discipline just to hit the $1,000 mark. And during those 10 months, you're actively paying more to live. Without upfront cash, you can't buy the annual warehouse membership that saves you hundreds on groceries over the year. You can't pay your car insurance 6 months in advance for a 20% discount. You pay the maximum month-to-month price for everything. Then a single tire blows out. Because you have no savings buffer, that cost goes onto a credit card at 24% interest. Now you have a new monthly expense, the interest fee, which eats your tiny savings margin, sliding you further away from your goal. The early stages of wealth do not feel like a slow, steady climb. You are walking on a mechanical treadmill, actively pulling you backward. Beyond the math, a neurological barrier makes those first few months uniquely difficult. Researchers at Harvard and Princeton have spent years studying a condition called scarcity mindset. They found that constant financial worry consumes a massive amount of mental energy. It takes up so much processing power that it creates a measurable cognitive toll, effectively dropping a person's working IQ by 13 points. Your brain is so busy managing the baseline anxiety of survival that every minor choice becomes exhausting. Deciding whether to buy the name brand cereal or push off an oil change another month requires intense, high-stakes calculation.
By the end of the day, your willpower is entirely tapped out. So when you finally give in and order takeout, it's not because you lack discipline. It is a symptom of an exhausted, overtaxed brain seeking immediate relief. Hitting that $1,000 mark changes the equation. It creates a physical buffer between you and the world. The next time a minor emergency happens, you pay for it in cash. You avoid the credit card debt, you skip the overdraft fees, and the crisis is instantly neutralized. You also unlock a new mathematical advantage. Even sitting in a basic high-yield savings account, your money starts generating its own interest. Instead of fighting debt, the system is finally working for you. Reaching $1,000 acts as a cognitive release valve, returning the mental bandwidth previously lost to financial stress. There is one final layer to this barrier, and it runs deep. It's the story you tell yourself about who you are. When you stare at a zero balance month after month, human psychology kicks in. You start to internalize the struggle, building a narrative that you are simply bad with money, or that saving is impossible for someone in your situation. And humans act consistently with how they see themselves. Seeing $1,000 in an account provides concrete evidence that rewires your self-perception. The moment you accept that new identity, your behavior follows. You start thinking twice before making an impulse purchase because you want to protect what you built. Saving stops feeling like a punishing chore and becomes a natural, protective extension of your new identity as a saver. To actually break out of the zero balance loop, you have to approach the problem tactically. And the first step is to stop trying to save in large chunks that get derailed the second life happens. Instead, set up an automatic transfer for an amount so small you barely feel it. $25 a week adds up to $1,300 a year. By automating it, you remove the need to make a conscious, willpower-draining choice every payday.
send that transfer to a completely separate, slightly inconvenient high-yield account. If the money lives in your primary checking app, you will spend it. Keeping it out of sight creates a crucial layer of friction. Do not worry about investing this money or making it work aggressively for you. This specific cache of cash has one job: to act as a protective shield that stops the bleeding of unexpected emergencies. And when you finally hit that $1,000 mark, intentionally acknowledge it. Tell a friend, write it down in a journal, or take a quiet moment. Your brain needs to register that victory to lock in your new identity. Right now, your only job is reaching that first $1,000. Not $10,000, not a retirement fund, just $1,000. Crossing that exact threshold shifts the momentum of your financial life and proves you can navigate the hardest part of the journey.